How's it going, everybody? MyCupOfTea here, back with another reaction video, and today I had a feeling, I had like a thought. I had just something in the back of my mind saying, you know, I haven't checked out Synsei in a minute. I think the last video that we watched was the Boondocks one, which was a while back, like a couple months ago maybe, or a month ago. And I'm like, you know what? I like Synsei. I like his videos. So let's watch some more Synsei. And the one I really want to check out the most right now, because I know he's been uploading a lot recently, is the KENPACHI one. In case you don't watch Bleach or never watched Bleach before, KENPACHI is a how do I say, a crazy, badass, insane character from Bleach. In my opinion, I feel like he has way more Black Air Force activity than Aizen Soulsuke. That's what we're gonna watch. We're gonna be watching the KENPACHI Zaraki, the Smoke Collector. But wait for these ads to finish, I'm gonna grab something to drink, a little water. Gotta stay hydrated, you know? Alright, I'm back. I got some water, Aquafina, of course. Let's start this.
I told myself that I wasn't gonna be working hard around New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. But I lied, because y'all know me, bro. I'm always thinking ahead. I'm like, all right, what's the next video? And then over this little break that I've been having, I started rewatching Bleach. And I know as soon as I said Bleach, also as soon as I seen the title and thumbnail, you feel me? But that's neither near or there. Y'all knew what this video was about. Today we are doing a Black Air Force analysis. Oh my guy, the GOAT, the most demented, most demon time, most Black Air Force energy character in all of Bleach, KENPACHI Zaraki. Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. This nigga is a demon. Any character that you see on screen and the theme instantly changes to some dark demon time shit, you know that you're in trouble, bro. If you're walking through a forest and you're like da 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 da, you having fun, and all of a sudden you hear dun 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 dun. Like, bro, on some wrestling music, when you start hearing wrestling music, when you run into a nigga, you know that you're in trouble. Bro, y'all remember
I was about to say the Undertaker music.
You feel me? The Undertaker came out. It was like a whole movie, bro. You just hear, dumb. Lights go black and all that. Yo, your motherfucking heart drop to your stomach, because you know whoever is in that ring is getting folded. That is how everybody feels when they run into KENPACHI Zaraki. This man Ichigo is running around the Soul Society like a chicken with his head cut off. Man running around like Zoro, don't know where he's going. I was about to Amazon Prime delivery this nigga a GPS, you feel me? And he feels some spiritual pressure. It was at this moment that Ichigo knew that he fucked up. Like basically that's what happened. Bro, when I tell you that this nigga Ichigo looked like he's seen a ghost, I'm not gonna lie. When he seen Zaraki KENPACHI, he had a flashback. This nigga is so demented that this man Ichigo had a flashback to when he beat up Ikkaku. Now, if y'all remember Ikkaku, bald head ass nigga, I sung Caillou earlier because I was thinking of him for real. This nigga out here looking like a swope Caillou, got the bow staff and all that. Y'all remember Ikkaku, bro? When this man beat him, Ikkaku said, hey, yo, which one of y'all niggas is the strongest? This man Ichigo said, shit, I don't know, nigga, probably me. And that made Ikkaku start laughing. He like, man, shit, you better hope you don't run into my man. And Ichigo like, what you mean run into your man? She like, man, my captain, you feel me? You better hope you don't run into Zaraki KENPACHI. That nigga built different. And as soon as he says this, we get back to the present, bro. And this man Zaraki is standing in front of him with this motherfucking girl on his shoulder. Low ass, short ass girl, who we know is Yachiru. That's, you know, his lieutenant of Squad 11. Now, Yachiru was on Demon Time too, and I'm gonna tell you later, Demon Time double in his Noitra fight. But we're here in this fight now. So as soon as I first seen this nigga KENPACHI, I was just like, oh yeah, this nigga's different. Just look at this nigga. All right, this is where we do the part of the Black Air Force video that is called Synsei's Drip and Emporium. Y'all know what that is, man. We about to look at this nigga's drip. This man KENPACHI is on Demon Time. You might as well get this nigga a bandana around his face and a do-rag, bro, because this nigga is different. Somebody put the Black Air Force on this nigga already. It fits. Has a huge scar on his eye, right? And then he has a eye patch on. Any nigga that has an eye patch on is a demon. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I've never seen a nigga in an anime with an eye patch on that wasn't on some fucking demon time. And then it doesn't even make sense. You know this nigga's a demon because the eye that he has the scar going down isn't even the eye the eye patch is on. This nigga has the eye patch on the other eye. You know why this nigga got the eye patch on that eye? This nigga KENPACHI's such a demon. He got mad at himself one day and he punched himself in the face so hard that his eye completely fell out of the socket. This nigga is a masochist, bro.
That's not what happened at all.
Nah, that's not really what happened. I honestly don't know what happened to this nigga, but the fact that he doesn't have the eye patch on this scarred eye lets you know that nigga is a demon. Kubo wanted you to see that he had the scar. Kubo was like, oh yeah, you need to know this nigga's a demon, bro, on God. So
I think I know what happens. I'll wait though.
Right away, as Ichigo swings his sword at him, I realized like, oh, this nigga's completely built different. There's nothing Ichigo can do. So he gets to scrapping, and at first KENPACHI was like totally just punishing this nigga. Like it was to the point where this nigga Ichigo couldn't do anything.
No. How do I go back? I gotta go back. How do your hand bleed when you're attacking somebody with the weapon? That's crazy. That's insane.
There's nothing Ichigo can do. So they get to scrapping, and at first Kenpachi was like totally just punishing this nigga. Like it was to the point where
oh no, he did get cut. Never mind. Ignore what I just said.
But all of a sudden, something really weird happened in the fight. Ichigo started like injuring him. Now as he was injuring this man Kenpachi, I realized that this nigga Kenpachi's on a different level of demon time. You know how some niggas have fetishes, right? Like some niggas like feet. Some niggas like the BDSM shit. Some niggas like getting bowls and tricks ate out of their butthole. You feel me? Like everybody likes different things. But this nigga Kenpachi's turned on by pain, bro. Like I swear to God, every time he gets cut, bro, I started seeing his dick move, bro. I'm like, bro, why can I?
Google Fi, a phone plan.
I started seeing your what?
Almost.
I'm gonna have to go back a little bit. I must have misheard. I had to have misheard. All right, we're back.
God, every time he gets cut, bro, I started seeing his dick move, bro. I'm like, bro, why can't I see your print when you start bleeding? Like, what's going on?
He did say that. That's,
but anyways, that's neither here nor there. This man just likes to fight. Literally, anybody that likes to fight to this extent is a Black Air Force nigga.
Yes.
But it gets to the point, and I will explain this because you really don't find this out until the Unohana fight, but like, that happens so later on that I just want to say it now.
Manga.
When this nigga Zaraki fought Unohana, right? He had never found anybody that was worth fighting. This nigga had fought nothing but fodder his entire life. This nigga had basically been going around punishing Marines from One Piece. Like he's been destroying. Damn, why did One Piece catch that stray like that? I don't know. But anyways, he had been punishing fodder his whole life. So when Unohana starts fighting him, it's the first time he had found anybody that was a stout opponent. Anyone that could, measure up to him in any facet. And he loved it so much that he was afraid he would lose this feeling.
I hope when the 1,000-year blood arc comes out, I hope they animate that fight. Will they? I think so. That happened during the 1,000. I think that happened. The Urahara Kenpachi fight. I think that happened during that. Hopefully it gets animated really well. That was a nice fight, if I remember correctly.
And that drove him to subconsciously put shackles on himself. This nigga limited himself because he always wanted to be close to his opponent so he can know that feeling of having an actual challenge. So that's what happened in this Ichigo fight and in the Noitra fight. This nigga just was always limiting himself. So once he feels like Ichigo was actually standing a chance, he's like, oh, I can go all out. And this nigga takes off the eye patch. And I'm like, all right, what is this taking off this eye patch about to do? And then it happens. This nigga's Ryatsu level goes to the moon. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? This is how you know this nigga is not to be fucked with. Behind this nigga Kenpachi, you just see a huge skull. Imagine you're going to fight somebody, and when they get serious, you just see a figure of death behind them. It's like that one fight in One Punch Man.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I was thinking about that.
Fighting in the little Grand Canyon type beat. And this man's like, no, you said you were gonna be serious. And then Saitama like sidestep teleports behind him and goes to punch him, and you just see his huge fist and it says death. It's like one of those moments. You do not want to fight a nigga that you see a huge skull behind. Like, bro, I'm not fighting any nigga that has an ornament from a gravestone behind him. Like, what is that? So at this point, him and Ichigo draw, but not because Kenpachi is too weak, it's just he limited himself. And I say that because right after this, we get to the next fight that happens in the same arc when he fights both Captain Kamamura and Captain Tosin. Now him and Kamamura never really got to scrap. Kamamura just uses his Bankai, and then like the Byakuya Ichigo fight starts, which kind of derivatives their attention. But he did fight this nigga Tosin. Now this man Tosin pulled up looking like Ray Charles. Like this nigga is blind, Stevie Wonder type beat. You can't see, but it doesn't really matter. The nigga is a captain. Now this nigga Zaraki has his lieutenants with him, and so do them. Now all four of the lieutenants flash step off. They get to scrapping themselves, but Zaraki's like, oh yeah, I told you I wanted a 4v1. Y'all made it a 2v1. Y'all done made the odds better for me. Like this nigga's like, yo, I'm about to punish on it. And I'm like, if this nigga beats two captains, he's the GOAT. I don't care what nobody says, but I didn't think he would win because at the time that I was watching, he had just drew the Ichigo. I was like, yeah, ain't no way he's about to win. He probably about to get jumped. And then he starts fighting these niggas. And when I tell you that he punished, and I mean absolutely dog walked,
I don't remember this actually.
Tosin,
I don't remember
it was so bad. Bro, it reminded me of the Boondocks episode. Y'all remember when Stank Meter was blind, right?
Oh no.
And he accidentally got lucky with his cane, so he dodged Grandpa's like whole punch or whatever. You remember this whole time they were training Grandpa, and then they finally fought at the end? Hey bro, this nigga beat the shit out of a nigga because he's blind? That is what just happened in this fight. Bro, this man Tosin used his Bankai, which pretty much gets rid of all the senses of his opponent, pretty much bringing them down to his level. But that didn't even help. This man Kenpachi still beat up the handicapped person. Bro, I felt felt so bad. I was like, someone called the cops on this nigga. He was beating the shit out of someone that can't see. Yo, this man Tosin's like, oh, you can't see me here. Your senses are gone. And then this man KENPACHI says, oh, I can't see? So how am I touching you? And grabs this nigga arm, pulls him in.
How am I touching you?
This nigga dead in his stomach. I'm like, oh my God, this
Stab
nigga
me.
KENPACHI is the GOAT. Bro, how do you get into someone's Bankai? This man Tosin basically put a domain expansion over this nigga, and he can't see anything, and he still managed to cut the nigga. I'm
Crazy.
like, bro, there's nothing that this man can't cut. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, we're gonna fast forward to the Noitra fight at this point, right? So we get to the Wake Mundo shit, and this man Ichigo is getting punished by this big ass, burly ass, like, I don't even know what it is, an Espada? I don't know what the thing is that was beating him up. I really can't remember. But anyways, he's getting punished, bro, and I'm like, oh my God. Odahime in the back, like, oh my God, Kunisaki-kun, Kunisaki-kun. I hate Odahime, bro. Like, Odahime and Sakura are like in a race neck and neck against who's the worst. It's like seeing two trash cans race for first. Like,
I love that clip.
Oh my God. But anyways, Odahime Kunisaki-kun in the background. This man is getting punished. I mean, this big ass thing, boom, blocking him. This man Noitra just watching this shit. So they go to finish Ichigo off, and this nigga KENPACHI shows up and blocks his big.
I think Ichigo is weakened from the Grimjaw fight that happened before. Pretty sure that's why he's weak right here. Yeah, now he's getting bodied by this weird looking thing.
Watching this shit.
All right, here we go.
They go to finish Ichigo off, and this nigga KENPACHI shows up and blocks his
fight,
big
best
ass
fight,
thing with his
Ichigo.
sword and shit. First off, this man got this chipped ass sword. I'm tired of this nigga KENPACHI sword. By the way, I forgot to mention this, but now since I'm talking about a sword, I will. This nigga has done all of these fights so far with no Shikai or Bankai. Now Shikai is like the, you know, first form of your Zanpakuto, and the Bankai is like the truest form or whatever, something like that. I know y'all dweeb ass niggas will tell me, but anyways, he has neither one of those. Like neither one of those forms. This nigga has just been fighting with a regular ass form.
Just a regular sword.
That the other captains just believe that he has a continuous Shikai form. No, why would his Shikai be some stupid chipped ass sword? This nigga got fucking shark teeth as a sword. Jagged, nasty ass sword. Like, what, bro? There's no way y'all thought this was his Shikai. But anyway, this nigga's fighting this nigga Noitra with this chipped ass sword, right? He gets to scrapping this nigga and once again limits himself, bro. And I'm just like, KENPACHI, you gotta stop. Like, what are you doing? But anyways, Noitra is getting bodied because it's KENPACHI. So he ends up using his Resurrection, which is super broken, by the way, because these niggas can basically just revive themselves. Like, bro, these niggas got quick revive, bro. Like, you down, like, oh my God, bro, shit is broken, bro. It's like, nah, not even a quick revive. It's like self-revive, bro. You know, it's a self-revive perk that's in like the newer zombies. You go down and get you up. That's what these niggas got.
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pause there. Whoa, what? I didn't know about that. Is that not quick revive? That has to be quick revive, right? No, but quick revive only works like that on old Call of Duty if you're playing solo. So if you're a quick revive, you're solo, you just get back up. You lose all your perks though. But if you're in multiplayer, it doesn't work like that. You just pick up your teammates faster. But you saying this new Call of Duty, you just pick yourself up fast? You just revive yourself? Multiplayer?
Self-revive perk that's in like the newer zombies. You go
crazy.
down and get you
That's
up.
crazy.
That's what these niggas
I mean,
got.
that's kind of interesting.
Bro, this nigga healed.
I'm not gonna play though. That's interesting.
Going on. And they got some sort of like regeneration. I'm like, okay, hold on. This nigga might get with KENPACHI. Nope, I was wrong. This whole time, KENPACHI was limiting himself, not only subconsciously, but also literally with his skills. He doesn't even use Kendo.
Like 6 arms
he just fights recklessly, brute force-wise with his fucking...
You think I have samurai skills?
Stupid chipped ass
martial arts skills and swords? I'm swinging.
He's mad at Noitra. This nigga Noitra over here looking like a slender Goro, got 4 arms and shit. Dumbass. I don't even know. Like, it's like a crescent moon type sword. I don't know. But anyways, KENPACHI gets to the point where he's like, I'm tired of this. I didn't want to use this, but these dumbass captains made me learn it. He goes to grab his sword with 2 hands, uses 1 kendo slash, and cuts this nigga clean down the middle. This nigga Noitra is instantly like, arms fucked up, going and shit. This nigga's a paraplegic at this point. He's like, ugh. And then this nigga KENPACHI's like, oh, you're dead. I don't even have any, you know, desire to fight you anymore. I'm just gonna leave. So when he goes to leave, this nigga is like, no, finish me off. And I'm like, pause. What you mean finish him off? What do you mean by that? So anyways, this nigga KENPACHI's like, all right, bet. Goes back, slashes the nigga again, and bodies him. You didn't even have to die, you dumbass nigga. Why did you let him kill you? This nigga was trying to spare your ass, but... What's funny in this shit though, on some Black Air Force Demon Time shit from Yachiru is, and also KENPACHI, was when this nigga Ichigo sees him, he's like, yo, is that Zaraki KENPACHI? And this nigga turns around and says, you better hope it is, and kicks this nigga all the way out the frame. Boots this nigga, boom. Bro, he kicked this nigga so hard, bro, they censored it out of the dub. That shit's just in the sub, bro. This nigga is different. Then this nigga was
they censored the kick and dub?
That's like... hit this nigga with the bicycle kick. This nigga Yachiru over here looking like Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat.
Why?
Yo, it's like, stay out of the fight. Kenny's got that face on him. He's happy. That's my Yachiro voice, by the way. But anyways, punishes this nigga Ichigo, bro. These niggas are demons, bro. I'm just like, come on. What are we talking about? So next up in the fights, bro, we got my nigga Kenpachi versus Unohana, bro. This is the best Kenpachi fight in my opinion. Also one of the best fights in the entire series, by the way.
I forgot how to
told y'all a little bit of this earlier. Unohana was the first Kenpachi.
She's like a healer, right? She used to be a healer.
And she basically has to do these like tough jobs for the Soul Society, right? They basically make the, you know, the Kenpachis do the criminal shit. If they weren't captains, they'd be criminals. That's basically what Kenpachi and Unohana tell us here. So they send her on this like mission or whatever to in this impoverished ass area. Literally the racist cleanup crew, basically. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, basically Unohana's a task force, but I don't know. But anyways, she shows up and one of the lieutenants is like, oh man, I see this, you know, heap of bodies. And Unohana's like, nigga, that's not my bodies, nigga. Like, how long has these bodies been here? And he's like, I don't know, nigga. I thought you did it. And then Unohana's like, all right, yo, get out the way, you feel me? And she finds this nigga Kenpachi, but he's a kid. So she gets a scrap in this nigga. And let me tell you how strong this nigga is. This little porcupine head ass nigga was so strong when he was a kid that he was stronger than not only a captain, but a Kenpachi. He was stronger than Unohana.
Crazy.
And I already explained to you that he limited himself in this fight, but he was stronger than her in this fight.
That is insane.
Shit is crazy. So Unohana's idea in this fight to try to get these shackles off of this nigga, which was a direct command by Kiraku, was to basically keep killing this nigga and reviving him. There's a point in the fight where she's killing this nigga and she says, I'll do this hundreds, no, thousands. She killed this nigga thousands of times in this fight. You know you're a Black Air Force nigga when you die 1,000 times and you still get up? What kind of nigga are you, bro? What kind of batteries do you have?
My brain, his brain just shut off.
Bro, this chick Unohana was killing this nigga and bringing him back to life thousands of times until it got to a point where this nigga was that nigga. He was like, oh, before I was just reacting to her sword. Now I'm acting off of pure reflex. This nigga is just dodging. Weave, cut, weave. And it gets to a point where Unohana is happy to die to this nigga. You know that y'all are some demons when you're happy to die to another demon.
Couldn't be me though.
Demons, bro. Their whole thing is let's just fight to the death. So they get to fighting, bro, and this nigga Kenpachi finally finishes her off, stabs this bitch straight through her abdomen, her sternum, all of that. She's dying.
Make smarter choices, Derek. The best
Make smart choices, Derek. All right, back.
Finishes her off, stabs this bitch straight through her abdomen, her sternum, all of that. She's dying blissful, like, oh, I'm so happy that I'm dying to this nigga. You're the only man to bring me true joy. And I'm like, damn, Kenpachi, you should have at least clapped the cheeks first before you killed her. I mean, goddamn, like, anyways,
it is what it is.
This nigga Kenpachi is the GOAT. So we finally learned his Shikai and shit after this, you feel me? Because he's kind of reached a new height.
That's right, yeah,
and then we get to the last arc, bro. This nigga fights
right. It's been a while, like 3 years since I last read the manga of Bleach. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure this man right here was like a serious problem, if I remember correctly. Maybe Synsei will explain better.
Now let me tell y'all about this Grimmy fight, bro. This nigga Grimmy literally is like a reality shifter, bro. Anything that he wants, he just makes it happen with his mind type shit. So we get to fight in this motherfucking Kenpachi. Kenpachi shows up with a Shikai. Nigga got a big ass butcher knife looking like he working a deli. Like, nigga, let me get a pound of turkey and a salami. Like, big dumbass shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Shit you will find in a motherfucking kitchen. Like,
Elden Ring right there, like an Elden Ring boss weapon right there.
Big ass building. Grimmy's like, oh my god, nigga, you destroying this big ass building with one slash. And then he starts imagining this shit. He puts this nigga Kenpachi in the vacuum of space. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, this nigga's in space right now. His fucking eye socket starts to fall out. His body starts fucking moving weird. And this Grimmy is like, yeah, when you're in space, your lungs will implode if you breathe and your body will start to deform. You're gonna die a slow, painful death. And he's like, if you can cut anything, I'll put you somewhere where you can't cut. And this nigga Kenpachi, like the Black Air Force fucking demon he is, he's like, I guess you didn't harden your body hard enough. And cuts through space. I've never seen a nigga cut through something like that. Bro, what kind of fucking, oh my god, he cuts this nigga in half. I'm like, oh, he's dead already? Wrong. This nigga Grimmy reforms his body and then blows this nigga Kenpachi up with like a nuke. I'm like, okay, Kenpachi's gotta be done at this point, right? There's no way. That shit only damaged his fucking clothes. This nigga come out of the smoke, body still intact. How's Kenpachi not everyone's favorite character? Bad that this nigga Grimmy was like, bro, I wanna win. I wanna win. This is the first time I've ever wanted to win. And the only way that this nigga thought he could win, because Kenpachi is such a demon, is him becoming as strong as Kenpachi. He imagined Kenpachi as this super fucking unreachable monster, and he became that in his mind. And I know you're thinking like, oh shit, the fight got interesting here. No, this nigga Grimmy killed himself. Yo, Kenpachi is so strong. When he imagined to be as strong as him, his body couldn't take it. This nigga Grimmy started falling apart.
Insane. I don't remember that. That's insane.
Like, man, you're a dumbass. You imagine me to be some unimaginable monster, and that unimaginable monster is the reason you're dead. Fucking dumbass, bro. I'm like, oh my god. This nigga Grimmy body was falling apart. It looked nasty as shit. His arm hanging off the bone like a tender steak. Like, bro, like, what's going on with this nigga? His whole body was fucked up. Nigga was built like the muscle form of Jiren from Dragon Ball Super. Like, bro, it was crazy. Then we get to this Valkyrie fight at the end, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is where this nigga Zaraki Kenpachi learns Bankai, bro.
Oh, shoot, he's Bankai here?
Bro, there's this theory that Yachiro is his Bankai, and I'm like, that's fucking demented. But hey, that's neither near or there. This nigga Bankai deserves Black Tims. We're putting Black Tims officially on Zaraki Kenpachi Bankai.
I remember this Bankai.
This nigga looks like a literal demon.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that nigga Hellboy? He looks like a Hellboy.
Yeah,
nigga. His skin
crazy.
is red. Bro,
crazy.
Red, got the dagger fucking pointed tooth, and then his sword is disgusting. It's like mangled, nasty ass sword. This nigga Valkyrie, big stupid ass nigga, looking like a huge ass wrestler, got wrestler armor on, talking about, yo, the Johoffer, Hogoffer, whatever the fuck stupid ass pronunciation. He's like, oh, you're not even worth hitting. Your mangled ass sword, your Bankai sucks, all of this shit. He go to punch this nigga Zaraki. Cut this nigga arm clean off.
Dang.
This nigga talking shit like, oh, you can't even do nothing. Cutting my arm's not gonna do anything. I'm like, nigga, he cut your arm off.
He
like,
cut
what do
your
you
arm
mean
off?
It's not gonna do anything? So then he goes to attack this nigga directly. He got this big ass shield that no one has been able to get through. This nigga Zaraki cuts through his head and also shatters the shield completely. This nigga's like, oh, what the fuck, nigga, you got through my shield? And I'm like, bro, somebody get this nigga a mini. His shield is gone. That was a Fortnite joke.
Yeah, we did it.
But anyways, nah, for real. On some real shit though, he bodies this nigga, this big giant ass nigga. Bro, Zaraki Kenpachi is a pure demon, bro. This nigga is a Black Air Force with a fucking sword. There is nothing that this nigga has done in the story that I'm like, that's soft.
He cuts space. How do you cut space?
This nigga is Viagra hard. Pause. This nigga is fucking brick hard. Pause. This nigga is concrete hard. Pause. Everything about him is fucking Black Air Force, bro. This nigga needs them. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If Kenpachi was ever in a video game, they just need to have a style where this nigga has a do-rag and Black Air Forces on. Nah, fuck that. A ski mask and a Black Air Forces on. Not a ski mask. And a big ass 40, nigga. This nigga is the fucking goat. If Kenpachi's Zanpakuto was a big ass gun, I will believe it. Because this nigga is smoking everything he comes in contact with. This nigga might as well be in a barbecue contest the way that this nigga is smoking shit. I'm not playing with this nigga, bro. That was bars, by the way.
Let me hear your bars. I wasn't listening.
Big ass gun, I will believe it. Because this nigga is smoking everything he comes in contact with. This nigga might as well be in a barbecue contest the way that this nigga is smoking shit. I am not playing with this nigga, bro. That was bars, by the way. But
that was bars.
Anyways, though, this nigga Kenpachi's the fucking goat. You know what the fuck going on? Stop playing with Kenpachi. Big Kenpachi, nigga. He was the first nigga to kill a captain without a Zanpakuto, nigga.
He just mentioned in fact, yeah. That was a crazy video. That was a nice video. That was a really nice and crazy video. I'm saying, like, if Kenpachi is not at least in your top 5 or top 10, if you wanted to say, Bleach characters, what are you doing? You're watching the wrong show. We're watching the wrong show. He cuts, well, you're not there. You probably don't know yet, but he cuts space in the manga. If he didn't have the limiter, he would be the main protagonist. If Kenpachi wasn't trapped in Wake Mundo fighting Zero, the Zero Espada with Byakuya, Rukia's brother. If they weren't in Wake Mundo, Kenpachi could have beaten Sosuke Aizen. I feel that in my heart of heart. Kenpachi would have had his number. But they had to put Kenpachi off screen and say, hey, no, he's too strong for his own good. He's too strong. But that's still crazy. He cuts space, and the guy who can, like, whatever he thinks of reality, he didn't make him kill himself, but he basically self-deleted himself by thinking of Kenpachi. Basically, I've been thinking about you, and then he just Kenpachi's great, Grimmjow's great, Ichigo's great. Probably my top 3. Of course, Kenpachi's number 1 for me. Kenpachi, Ichigo, Grimmjow. Going off of my limited knowledge of Bleach at the moment. I'm going to have to rewatch it. Or I might have to check out his Hood series on Bleach. Let me leave a comment. If Kenpachi isn't in your top 3 Bleach characters, then you need to change that. The man cut space. Like I said, it was a great video. I really need to check out some more Synsei videos. He makes some good videos, some good quality videos. And they're always funny. Like the Boondocks one, funny. I had to watch, there's another video I watched. I don't think it was on this channel. Probably my gaming channel I watched the Synsei video. It was Zoro, the Minority Hunter. That was the video. I had watched that. That was funny too. Synsei's funny. Synsei's a funny guy. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out more of his videos. Probably the ones I really want to watch, like his cartoon ones too. I want to watch those too. Like I think I saw Ben 10. I want to check that one out in the future. But that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you got KENPACHI in your top 3. If not, we're gonna have to change that. It's not an opinion anymore. It's a fact. KENPACHI's top 3. Bleach characters is a fact. Don't at me. But yeah, thank you for watching. MyCupOfTea out of here. Deuces. Hit that. Bankai. Bankai. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop.